Today I'm reviewing some Barlow lenses. We are looking at these hanging baskets, the marigolds in this hanging basket. And this is the garden that I planted. Every single blade of thing that you can see plant is planted by myself, by my own hands. So let's see the instrument. This is a Skywatcher ED-AT, Apochromatic Refractor telescope. I will be using a SVBony Aspheric 23mm 62 degrees aspheric eyepiece, and I will show you the view. This is the view. This eyepiece, compared to any other eyepieces, is the brightest probably, and has a wider field of view compared to any Plusle, and as cheap or the same price as most Plusles. The first eyepiece is one of the older versions of the Skywatcher 2x Barlow. As you can see, it has an attachment for attaching to a T-ring. It's quite heavy compared to others. The lens is big, and let's see how it will look. Okay, this is the Skywatcher 2x Barlow lens, and as you can see, we are now going to see the image through this eyepiece. This is the first one that I'm trying to look through, and here we are. As you can see, the edges of the field of view are a little bit fuzzy. The central part is very clear. You can, I should correct myself. The field stop is very fuzzy. You cannot see the field stop. That is the margin of the view where the eyepiece body starts and the image stops. So it's very clear, very good in the sense of being clear. If I tap here on the flower to keep it in focus, you can see the marigold flower is really good, nicely in focus. The marigold flower is nicely in the focus. This is a current Barlow of the Skywatcher telescopes. So if I want to compare it, yeah, I don't see any difference between that one and this one. They look the same to me. They're exactly the same, chunky and heavy. Yeah. So what you saw here was a current one. This is a Meade Barlow, as you can see. The lens is smaller than the Skywatcher, but has a better coating, it seems to me. It's an older version, and it's 3 times. So magnification with this one is really higher. So let's just put it there now and see how it is. Okay, this is a Meade Telenegative 3 times lens. Let's see how is the view through here. Okay, you can see now with the Meade 3 times Barlow, the magnification is higher, the field stop is visible, and you can see more clear the little petals inside the flower. Details are amazing, beautiful. This is the Celestron 2 times Barlow. There are many versions of this and many different Celestron ones. This one is this black one. Doesn't have the ring for separating attaching to camera. This lower part can be also twisted and used for the binocular. The lens has a good coating. As you can see, it has at least 2 elements I can see. Let's see how it is in action. Has a good build quality, similar in a way to the Skywatcher. If I put them close together, size almost same. Shape of the lens, the coating on the Skywatcher is kind of bluish reddish, and the Celestron is green. So let's see how it is. This is the Celestron 2x Barlow with the SVBony Aspheric 23mm 62 degrees. Let's see how it is, the image through this eyepiece and Barlow. Nice central part, very clear view. You can see all the details on the center of the marigold flower. The field stop is beyond the frame of the camera, so you cannot see it. It's very wide angle. So far this one looks very nice. Let me just immediately put the Skywatcher 2x Barlow and just compare. Very nice view, a little bit sharper even than the Celestron, or as sharp as. I'm looking at the center parts in the flower and you can see a lot of details there. Yeah, they look to me very good. Having said that, they are not parafocal. You have to change the focus. They don't come in focus at the same distance. Details are amazing. You can see very well on this. Yeah, they are almost identical. Celestron probably is slightly sharper, slightly, a tad, not much. Beautiful view. This is the Baader Q30 2.25mm Barlow. The lens has a very thin coating of red. I can see at least 2 elements in this, or 3 elements I can say, by counting the reflections. And let's just use it on the telescope and see how it will look like. Okay, let's see how this eyepiece and the Barlow combination show the image. Okay, you can see the central part is clear. I don't feel it's as clear. Oh, as clear as the Celestron. Yeah, it's as clear as Celestron. The sun is a little bit more intense now, shining. The field of view is a bit smaller, but the central parts of the marigold flower is not bad actually. I cannot see the screen because the sun is shining on it it's quite bright, but as far as I can see, it's clear, as good as the Celestron or Skywatcher. Of course, magnification is slightly higher. Okay, this is the Baader 2.2 Barlow lens. As you can see, the image is very clear at the center. Field of stop is a little bit fuzzy. Field of view is smaller. The magnification is 0.25 times larger than the Skywatcher and the Celestron. Overall, it's quite sharp. Okay, this is a classic. It's a Celestron 2x Barlow Ultima SV series. It's one of my better eyepieces. or probably my best, my best Barlow. This is the field lens, the actual lens, quite large, at least 2 times the other. So I'm really excited to show you how it looks like, the view through this. Although it is 1¼ inch also, like the other ones. It has a substantial lens. To my experience, this series of the Ultima, of the eyepieces and the Barlow probably even, from the Celestron, they are the same as what you call Takahashi LE series, which are quite premium eyepieces. It just seems to me the manufacturer who built it for Takahashi and Celestron was something like Vixen or someone, and just changed the label, printed different labels on them. They look very similar also. Let's just use this and see how it looks, the view through this. This is the Celestron Ultima SV series. You can see the central part is really clear. The field stop is not very clear, but that can be because of my location of the camera. Now it's better, I think. It's very wide angle, as much as the Skywatcher. Central part is very clear, as much as the Skywatcher and Meade Telenegative. And I can say I'm really impressed with this eyepiece. And of course the sun is shining into the screen, so I cannot clearly see, but I can see some details better than the others, so I can say that this is a good, at least in the 50% of the image from the center, is a good quality image. This is the Meade 5x TeleExtender. Let me remove the cap and show you. It's quite substantial eyepiece, big. The lens of it is quite tiny and is probably, yeah, this is comparing with the Skywatcher. As you can see, is 1.5 times probably the size of the Skywatcher. Weight wise, it's probably 2 times the weight of it. Or 3 times. And let's just see how it will be in the eyepiece holder, in the focuser. This is the 5x Meade TeleExtender. Let's see how is the view through this telescope and the Barlow lens. Let's see. Things are much more clear. Definitely you can see more details. In the central parts of the marigold flower. Field of view is slightly narrower than the other ones. Image is a little bit dimmer, as you can see, but also the sun is not as bright as the other times. Overall, I'm impressed, and you can see the little insect moving there. It was not there, but now we can see it, so it's a good measure of the accuracy. If you could go into the center of the image, that was better, but this is an insect, it will not listen to us. Overall, so far I could see more details with this TeleExtender 5x1. I'm now going to show you a 2-inch Barlow. It's a ED 2x Barlow made by Moonfish. It's a brand name, and let's compare it with the Skywatcher. As you can see, this is a Skywatcher. The size wise is more than 1.5 times, almost twice the size of the Skywatcher. The weight wise is probably 4 times of it. And of course this is 2 inch, this is 1.25 inch. So let's just put it in the focuser. I will use the same eyepiece. I will not change my eyepiece, so you can compare the result. Of course, before that I show you the lens. Good chunky big lens, 2 inch. The image probably will be brighter. Let's just anyway see. So I've removed the other focuser, 1.25 to 2 inch one. Then now I put the 1.25 to 2 inch one on top of it, and I add my aspheric eyepiece on this. So practically we are dealing with the same chain, just in a different arrangement. Of course the tail is now heavy. The tail of the telescope is heavy, so I have to if I need, I may need to adjust it, but let's just see how it is. Let's see how is the view. Field of view, the first thing is that I can hold the camera very easy, so eye placement will be also very easy. And clarity is as good as the Skywatcher and Celestron. A tad less sharper, but probably that's my, oh no, that's sharp now. On the central part of the marigold flower. Field stop when it is visible is not very clear, it's fuzzy. Yeah, the central part's as sharp as any of the Celestron or Skywatchers, or Celestrons and the Skywatcher. Although this line is not shining, the image is bright, it's massive, it's easy. I love this eyepiece, it's really good. The field of view is really massive. And again, that was my hand planted garden. I planted everything here by my own hand. This is the distance to the hanging basket. We were looking at the flower now at the center, and as you can see, it's around 20 meters away. Okay, this is the sets of the eyepieces that I was using, from the Skywatcher to the left to the Meade 5 times, Baader 2.25 times, Celestron 2 times, Meade 3 times telenegative, and Celestron Ultima series SV 2 times, 2 inch Moonfish ED 2 times Barlow, and eyepiece I was using was 23mm Aspheric SVBony 62 degrees. And as you can see, I found all of them are sharp and very good. The cheapest one was probably the Skywatcher one, and probably the Meade one also. And the most joyful one probably for me was, all of them are joyful. I like the Celestron SV and 2 times Barlow of the 2 inch Moonfish. The rest of them are all excellent. Meade 5 times TeleExtender, really good, really huge magnification, jump into magnification, and of course Baader Q turret is also 2.5 times Barlow is also good. Celestron 2 times Barlow probably was one of the sharpest ones I've had, the one at the center, and the Meade 3 times TeleExtender was good at the level of the Skywatcher. So you cannot go wrong with any of these if you choose them. I found my preferences, but your eye and your telescope and your condition may be different. As they say, your mileage may be different. Cheers and clear sky. Remember, for storing your eyepieces, you can use a bag. A camera bag will be enough. And remember also to clean them. And a blower is really good if you want to, to avoid dust or dandruff or anything falling on your eyepieces. Just get a cheap blower from anywhere you can get.